Hi guys, Deborah here. This next short video is an extract from our Overcome Anxiety program, and it's a really important information about empowering beliefs that if you choose to, you can embrace and make it part of your life and the way that you think. I'm sharing with you because they work, and I share them with my team. It's how we build our culture. I also share it with my clients, and it's also how I choose to live my life, because I find having these empowering beliefs helps me to feel empowered and therefore get the results that I want as I focus on what I want. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's talk about some empowering, strong beliefs that you can take on board. And if you choose to take them on board, it will make a difference to the way that you think about life. It will also make a difference to how your unconscious mind filters through to your conscious mind. So your reticular activating system, your RAS, will work differently as a result. And here are the beliefs that I live my life by, and I find them very empowering. So number one is there are no unresourceful people, only unresourceful states. And what does that mean? It means that we have the resources that we need, or we have the ability, the potential to go and tap into those resources. But when we're in a state, a negative state, maybe a state of lethargy, or we're procrastinating, or we're feeling sad, or just can't be bothered, that's an unresourceful state. Because when we feel that way, we filter out all that potential, all those resources that we could potentially tap into and then take action, which will in turn provide results. We don't get to see that because we're in this unresourceful state. So what we look at is we change the state, we change the behavior, not the person. There's nothing wrong with you. The issue is the state that you find, the emotional state that you find yourself in. So that's belief number one. There aren't any unresourceful people, there's just unresourceful states. And the good thing about that is you can change an unresourceful state, and we'll get to that shortly. So the next empowering belief is the person with the most flexibility of behavior will control the outcome. So what does that mean? What it means, if we're looking at results and the amount of potential that you need to tap into and the action that you need to take, the more flexible you are in your approach. The idea is to try new things, step out of your comfort zone. If you always do the same old thing, then you're going to get the same old result. So the more flexible you are, and you hold in your mind the fact that this is all about getting results, and if I try something different and I'm flexible in my behavior and in my approach, I will be much more open to tapping into a different set of potential options and resources, so I can take even greater action, so I can get even greater results. And the last empowering belief that I'd like you to take on board is there is no failure, only feedback. Now, what I mean by that is, if you know that you can't fail, if you know there is no failure, then trying it again and again and again becomes easier and easier. Because everything we do in life, everything that happens, the good, the bad, the extremely ugly, is an opportunity for us to learn something new. Learn something positive for us that we can then introduce next time, should that situation or something similar arise again. So let me give you an example. Let's say you have a conversation with a partner or at work, or maybe with your kids, and it just doesn't go as well as you thought it would, and emotions come into play, and maybe you say some things, you abreact in some way, and you don't get a really good outcome. When you think back on that event, and you truly look at it objectively, I like to imagine as if I'm looking above it, down on it, as if I'm a camera or that third person looking down, and I play the scene again. I say, okay, what's the feedback for me? What do I need to learn here so that I could have responded differently? I could have reacted differently. I could have tapped into the potential was there. I just didn't see it because my emotions and my beliefs about maybe me being right or me holding on to my set of standards, my set of expectations at the time. So when I look at it and I get feedback from myself and I think, well, a learning for me is I need to be open to other people's points of view. I need to approach a situation and be more prepared, and I need to approach it more calmly. Those are fantastic positive learnings. So the next time I approach that work situation or I talk to my child or my partner, I'm going to take on board those learnings. That now becomes a different set of beliefs. I open up a huge amount of different potential. I'll take different action. And of course, by taking different action, I'm going to get a different outcome. So here are all the beliefs again. There are no unresourceful people, only unresourceful states. So change your state. The person with the most flexibility of behavior will control the outcome. So be flexible, try something new. Don't be afraid to go out there and do something different. Because the third, and I think the most important belief, is there is no failure, only feedback. So if you try and you're flexible and you try something different, all you're going to get is feedback. But it will bring you closer to your outcome. So they're the empowering beliefs that you can choose to take on board as we go through not only this course, but also through your day-to-day routine.